Peace. Once again, it is I, Chris Wnd, aka the Energy Master Allah of Macon, Georgia's Madvocates, um, sharing with you some of my knowledge on Qigong to get you get you healthy, give you tools that you can use to stay healthy day to day. I know we all out there grinding, we all out there hustling and whatnot, and it's not always easy to eat the things you want, to get the types of exercise you want. And speaking of which, I think it's important to point out that there are two different types of exercise. You got the physical exercise, which I'll call hard exercises, that we're used to, that we learn, every day. Where you go to the gym and you work and you sweat and your muscles get bigger and things like that. You run and your heart gets stronger. Yeah, we're used to that side. But what we're not so used to is the energy exercise side. And as I said in my previous video, Qigong means energy exercise. What's the difference? Well, for one, your body's entirely relaxed while it's happening. Um, you have two nervous systems, essentially, that have different functions. You have your sympathetic nervous system, which basically gives you the ability to control your muscles and your hands and things, and you can think and then move your hand. That's the one you're used to. And you have what's called your parasympathetic nervous system. That's what your body's supposed to switch over to while you're sleeping, so that it could shut down certain functions, but allow your body to start healing. So it starts moving its focus and its energy over to healing and repairing the body. Unfortunately, especially in Western society or whatever, we're so on the go, busy, 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 that sometimes while we're sleeping, we don't even switch over. Like our body, it stays in that sympathetic mode or whatever. So it's almost like you're still awake and your body's not doing that repair work. And so what the Qigong does, by taking control of the breathing and having intention in the relaxation, what it allows you to do is to switch over to that parasympathetic nervous system even while you're awake and retrain the body to heal itself. And so gradually, your body gets so used to it that even while you're sleeping, it'll know when to switch over, and then you'll even breathe properly and do certain things that help heal the body while you're asleep. Um, okay, so yeah, so the difference between the type of exercises that impact that versus the ones that we know about is that when the body is relaxed, you're working an entirely different set of muscles that pretty much complement the ones that you're used to using. It allows you to stimulate the joints and ligaments in a way that strengthens them. It allows you to massage the internal organs in a way that stimulates them and helps to tone them so that they're stronger. And those are things you can't do with that other form of exercise. In fact, the Chinese even break each side of that to yin and yang, just like everything else. Your yin exercises are those ones that cultivate inner health, um, with those organs and things like that. And then your yang exercises are those ones you're used to, those ones that make your arms strong. You know, and then you need a balance of both. Like we only usually know about one or the other in society, and so it's good to have a balance of both because like for instance with vegetarianism, that's essentially for the most part you're eating a lot of yin based foods, which is a great balance if you're really busy doing like yang exercises. Like you need proteins and things like that in order to build muscle, but then that yin energy that you get from plants and things like that, that helps to balance that out. Otherwise, you just build up lactic acid and eventually you get sore. So that's an added benefit of the qigong, is that it actually helps prevent that soreness by helping move out some of that lactic acid that builds up. It helps detox the body. There's all sorts of things that you can impact, your health with, outside of just your diet. Your diet is important, but then also the types of exercise that you're doing are very important. And so, like I said before, so with the energy exercise, you're gonna want to allow your muscles to be relaxed. You're not tensing up and doing strong movements like you do in Kung Fu. But that's really the mindset that you want to start having. Just like you have respiration, where you have an inhale and an exhale, you got to know how to switch between your hard and your soft movement. You got to know how to switch between the type of breathing and other function that you do involuntarily versus the kind that you do voluntarily, that you actually do with thought, and then how that intention impacts them both. But we'll talk a little bit more about that in the next video. Peace.